Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, L.D. Smith, the watchman on the wall.
And my name is V.C.E. Smith, and I am the rib of the high priest over the whole house of Israel.
Sons and daughters of Zion, it is our Sabbath.
Yes, it is.
Grab that King James. But first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the whole family. Happy Sabbath,
Happy
Israel.
Sabbath, family.
Now, that being said, we're going to go right into our lesson. My brothers and sisters, we got a fine teaching as always. And we here at loudermeaningful.org, we always ask you guys to think about the reading. Listen to the wording.
And watch the video all the way through.
Yes. Watch the video all the way through. And we know that...
if you are Hebrew, we make this very clear.
That's right.
If you
That's right.
are Hebrew, you will.
Not might, you will.
Get a clear understanding. You don't leave here confused.
That's right.
If you are Hebrew.
All right.
Making that clear.
Now we know that the Most High says that the secret thing belongs to the Lord. But those things which are revealed belong to who? The children. It belongs to you. So that being said, no more delays. We're going to go right into our teaching. Now tonight, my brothers and sisters, we're going to be dealing with this a thing about surname. And we need one to understand about what surnames mean. Now, the Most High, his surname Israel. We're going to get on down into the lesson. But the surname that the Western civilization and other nations, your surname is by your last name. But the Most High surname is by family. By
family name.
And we're going to show you in the Most High's holy word. Where you won't leave here beyond a shadow of a doubt. You will understand this thing just like it is right here in the pages. And we're going to lay it out for you. And we ask you guys, I always do, I want you to think about it. Listen to the wording. And the Most High will give you a clear understanding. Now let's go to the book of Matthew.
Leave here confused.
Let's go to the book of Matthew, and we're going to see what the Most High, what they say is over here in their book, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what the Most High says in our book. Now let's go here to Matthew, the 10th chapter.
All right.
Let's give it verse 1.
And when he had called unto his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
Okay, now, most of you guys that been with us, you guys already know that this is a fabrication, right? So I don't have to go into detail about this, but you guys know that the Most High says that He's the one that puts sickness on the individual, and He's the one that takes it off. So we ain't got to go into that. All you guys that been with us at any time, you already know that the Most High does what? All these things. Okay, now let's keep on going.
Now the name of the 12 apostles are these. First Simon, who is called Peter. Now we want y'all to hear what we're saying, because when we get on down in there, you're going to see where the same act that just took place, but it's going to be worded differently. The first Simon, who is called Peter.
Okay.
Andrew, his brother. James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother.
Okay, all right. Now y'all heard I want you guys to keep in mind these names. Now think about it. Okay, keep on.
Philip, and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Theophilus. Not called Thaddeus. Not called Thaddeus, but surnamed.
Was Thaddeus. All right.
Is that as far you want?
That's further I want to go, but I want you guys to get an idea. You can go ahead and read down a little further if you want to. But now you see how these surnames come into play. These are names that it's sort of like, I don't want to say a nickname, but their surname is
something else they're recognized
by another name. But I'm gonna show you in the Most High's holy word. These are not my words. I'm gonna show you what the Most High calls His people. All right. Now let's keep on going. Let's go to Mark. Let's go to Mark the 3rd chapter. Let me get over there real quick. Mark the 3rd chapter. Let's do verses. Let's do verses 16 and 17. That should be enough to get Mark the 3rd chapter. Let's do 16.
And Simon, he surnamed Peter.
See that? He surnamed Peter.
And James, the son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James. And he surnamed them, what's that?
Boanerges.
Yeah. Which is the son of Thunder.
Now y'all see now, they doing all this right here.
Thunder had a son.
They doing all of this. See, so I mean,
mankind.
I want you guys to see how man is doing all of this surnaming. And see, the main point that I want to bring out here, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but my brothers and sisters, when you get out and you start doing shit on your own, don't claim God in it, okay?
Don't claim God, because God...
That's what you're doing.
God said He gonna shame you.
That's what you're doing. And see, if we just can go back, and we, as Hebrews, brothers and sisters, Israelites, if we can just go back and look through the pages and look at our ancestors, you will see that when they was obeying the Most High, they trusted in the Most High, and the Most High did everything.
Yes, indeed.
They didn't do shit. They
didn't have to do anything.
There were times that they, normally the Most High gave them the joy of going out, to slaughter a group of people that He didn't even give a fuck about. And then there were times when the Most High said, "Well, today, shit, y'all even got to fight. Yeah, I already done sent ambushments ahead of y'all. Y'all even got to fight." See, so when one totally acknowledge the Most High as God, that's what He is. He is God. Ain't nobody else. Then you will see where He does something, it lasts. But when you do something, it don't last.
It don't last.
So we have to understand that. Now going forward, now we're gonna show you here some more here in the Most High, in their word, and then we're gonna go to the Most High's word. Now we just did Mark, right?
Mark 3.
Okay, now let's go to the Book of Acts. We did 16 and 17, right? Okay, let's go to the Book of Acts, 10th chapter. Go ahead, I'm gonna get on over. I'll catch you with you. Let's start with verse 1.
Okay. There was a certain man in, what's that?
Let me get there.
Caesarea.
All right.
Called Cornelius.
Cornelius, yeah.
A centurion of the band called the Italian band.
Yeah.
A devout man. The one that feared God with all his house, which gave much alms to the people, and prayed to God always.
Could be further from the truth. But anyway, we read this bullshit in order to get to another
the meaning of the point we're trying to get to.
I'm going to show you something. Keep on.
He saw a vision, evidently about the 9th hour of the day, an angel of God coming into him, and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thine alms are called up from a memorial before God. And now send men to Joppa and call for one Simon, whose surname is Peter.
Okay. All right. Now, what we're going to get out of here is this right here now. All this surnaming. Peter surnamed himself. And see, this is what we're dealing with tonight. This surname. But we're going to show you. See, because people are getting the misinterpretation, they're getting the misunderstanding from the scriptures, and they're going about doing things that they don't know what they're doing.
Don't know what you're doing.
They think they know, but they don't. But we're going to show you here in the Most High Holy Word. And see, the only reason why I'm taking this route is I'm showing you a route where people are naming themselves. Giving themselves surnames. That's why I'm taking this route. But then I'm gonna take you full circle, and I'm gonna show you about the Most High. And once you see after full circle, you're gonna see how wrong you are.
Yeah, and see,
and here at LoudMeNoMore.org, we bring the truth, but sometimes the truth hurts.
Hurts sometimes.
But there is no apology.
No.
I mean, that's just the way that the Most High is. So we're going to bring you the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. I mean, but hey, we're not going to change protocol. We're not going to change the way that the Most High is giving us His word. We're going to give it.
We can't sugarcoat it.
Just like it is.
Just like we said, the Most High came to us, and when the Most High came, He called him Larry, and He called me Vicky. He never called us by any other names. And to this very day, as long as we've been here before you, and this happened in 2008. And when I heard him call me, he didn't call me by any name but Vicky. So we came to you and we told y'all, we explicitly told you, special. When I get these messages and I open up and I see these names that I do not understand and cannot pronounce, I cannot take them before the living God. And I told you to give me your true name that you was given. See, a lot of people don't understand how God does things, and from birth, you were given these names. God was still in control when you were being born.
That's right.
We seem to forget because we're in captivity. We think God is nowhere around. He no longer exists. It's just that we're just here. And if we learn something, we add that to our vocabulary of learning. No. God was in control even the day you were born. So that means He do all these things. Now, I never liked the name Vicky. I didn't know what Vicky even meant. What is a Vicky? But that's the name the Most High God told my mother to name me. He had to, that she would have never come up with that name. So even for other names, even for us, it took us a minute, and we were trying to figure out what to name our daughter, and then God gave us a name. So these names over here that we carry, you don't carry them for not a reason. You have a reason for carrying your name. Just like when Moses was in Egypt. He carried that name for a reason. That's what God wanted to call him. And when he found out he was Moses, a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Levi, he never said, God damn, I've got an Egyptian name. I better get rid of that.
No, he didn't. Even until this day, as we look in the pages, his name is still Moses. My uncle's name
always be
never
Moses.
changed.
Never changed.
Never changed. And see, even me myself, many of you that have been with us anytime, you guys know that I told you the story. When I came in this world, I didn't have a name. The white Egyptian over here named me LD. I didn't even have a name. Just like my uncle. See, so when the Most High came to me, He didn't call me anything but LD.
That's all.
He called me by my first name.
He's not gonna recognize you by another name. He's not gonna see you by another name. I had that name.
I was sitting in my bedroom with a whiskey ball in my hand, me by myself. And when He called me, I looked around the room. I know I heard something. And then he asked me a question because I had asked him about taking that alcohol from him. And he said, "How long do you want to stop?" I mean, we having a conversation, and I'm crying like a 3-year-old kid. We having a conversation, and I said, "I don't want to ever drink as long as you're alive." Boom, just like that. That was the end of it. No withdrawal symptoms, no nothing. And I was drinking alcohol every day. See, so I know the Most High is real. He called me by my name. If he had called me Jethro, I would never answer.
I would have called him Israel Jacobi.
If he had called me Israel, I would have never answered. Because that's not my name. That's not the name that I grew up with. He called that white woman named me LD. And that's who I am today. That ain't gonna change. That's not gonna change until the Most High comes back. He want to change it? He'll change it.
But he's not changed any ever that we know of.
But my bloodline will never change. And I'm gonna show you in the pages that the Most High, he surnamed us. Sure did. And it's in my DNA.
We've been surnamed.
It's in my DNA. So whatever name I carry over here or whatever, that is just important in this dispensation in time. But when things change, I'm gonna be Israel all day long because it's in my DNA.
That's right.
Now let's keep on going. Now we stopped at actually
I think we're in 11, going to 11.
11, chapter 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do 10 to 13. Did we do that? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to 11. Read from verses 10 down to 13. All right.
And this was done 3 times, and all were drawn up again into heaven.
Now we ain't gonna deal with that.
And behold, immediately there were 3 men already come unto the house where I was, sent from Caesarea unto me. And the Spirit bade me go with them, nothing doubting. Moreover, these 6 brethren accompanied me, and we entered into the man's house. And he showed us how he had been an angel he had seen an angel in his house, which stood and said unto him, "Send men to Joppa, and call for Simon, whose surname is Peter."
See that? Now, like I said, we're just dealing with the surname. I want you guys to get this into your mind. You know.
Now, y'all have to understand, if his name was changed to Peter,
he changed it now.
You wouldn't have to keep on reminding them, go for Simon. See, Simon was his original name. People recognized him by Simon. So now he done surnamed himself Peter. So now you got to say Simon, who is surnamed Peter. Why didn't you just keep it at Simon?
Right.
So simple.
But this surname is supposed to be, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm going to show you guys what's transpiring about this surname in the Old Testament. And one is trying to get in. I'm what
the scriptures explain.
I'm gonna just lay it out like if the one is trying to get in, but it's not gonna transpire. It's not. And I'm gonna show you in the Most High's holy pages, and I'm gonna explain it to you, where you can see this thing crystal clear. It won't be a doubt in your mind. Once I lay this thing out, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. And let's keep on going. Now let's jump through. Let's stop jumping through these hoops. Let's go to our book.
Okay.
We got a few more scriptures in the New Testament, but I ain't got time for that bullshit. You know, it's nothing but bullshit. I just want to get you guys in the frame of mind of this surname and what it means. Now let's go to our book. Let's go to Isaiah 45. Let me get there real quick.
You want to start at
Isaiah 45. Let's begin with verse let's begin with verse 3. Isaiah 45, verse 3. Now, watch my brother and sister. Well, I tell you what. Let's do even better. Let's start with verse 1.
Okay.
Let's do it like that. That way, I know I got it all.
Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him, and I will loose the lions of kings, to open before him the two-levied gate, and the gates shall not be shut.
Now y'all listen now. Listen closely. Keep on.
I will go before thee.
Who will?
I will go before thee.
See that? Anything that the Most High does, it can't be changed unless he changes.
That's right.
But whenever man does something, it ain't gonna last. It ain't. Know why? Because it doesn't have the eternal God
seal on it
in the mix. Keep on.
And make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron.
All right.
And I will give thee the treasure of darkness, and hidden riches of secret places.
See that?
That thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which call thee by name, am the God of Israel.
But let's see who he's talking to. Read the next verse.
For Jacob my servant's sake.
Who?
For Jacob my servant's sake.
Keep on.
And Israel, Levi, mine elect.
Right in the pages. Keep on.
I have even called thee by thy name.
I have called you by your name.
This is your surname.
Now,
this is your name.
What is your name?
I have surnamed thee that thou hast not known me. You have already been.
Do you want to know what his surname is? Israel, mine elect. It's right in the pages. Jacob, my servant, Israel, mine elect. I've already surnamed you.
You cannot surname yourself.
I did it.
God
not
has
you.
Surname.
I did it, not you.
And we're going to show you.
See, but I keep on saying all the time. I say it over and over. And I don't say it with any disrespect to anyone.
No.
But I need an individual to see the truth for what it is. I know everybody want to say, well, he's talking to me. He's not talking to everybody. I keep on saying it. I've shown everyone in 4 or 5 different videos. God uses one man at one particular time in that dispensation of time. Other than that, he ain't using nobody else.
And we've also taught you that there are times God can mess with your mind.
And he will. He will trick you. You thinking that, I got this thing. No, you don't. He have tricked you. He have tricked you. Reason why? I don't know. But we showed you in videos past. God will fuck with your mind.
Yes, he will.
He will. The Most High will play with your mind. I mean, but one has to understand that. I am very much afraid of him.
Yes, indeed.
I have had a lot of dealings with him. I know that the things that he does, some of the things is very unpleasant.
Very.
Very unpleasant.
Very.
I don't even want to think about them. That's how displeased I was with when these things was transpiring in my life. I mean, the Most High, he does anything he wants to his pleasure. I said over and over. And individuals think, well, yeah, it says that, but my ass, you changing it.
No, but.
If he does do anything he wants to do, and ain't a damn thing you can do about it, neither I can do anything about it, neither real.
Nothing.
I mean, I say it all the time.
It is what it is.
All the time. He does not change. And he does whatever he wants to. He can make you think that you are so right, and your ass can be as lost as a ball in high weeds.
Yeah.
And that is the straightforward truth. That is no fabrication. He'll have you doing shit and your eyes are wide open and you don't even understand it. I always use the simple one. We all have done it before. We have done shit and then thought about it. Damn, why in the fuck did I do that? Or we was even driving somewhere and then we'll turn off and then, now why did I come this way?
Mm-hmm.
You ask yourself why and you can't even answer. You know why? Because you was led by a higher power.
Yeah.
But some seems like they cannot understand that. You have to understand. I mean, look, this is not something that I asked for. This was dropped in my lap and told me that's your job. Now, of course, I'm going to do it. You know why? Because he has shown me what he can do and what he will do. I told you guys before, I don't want no more of that. Now, if he bring it to me, I ain't got no choice. I can't run from it. I can try. But whatever his word says, that's the way it's going to be. I told you about my cousin Job. Job ran from the Most High, and he said out of his own mouth, he have fenced me in.
Where can I go?
He have fenced me in. Job was running for his life, trying to run from the Most High. Then Job said, he have cast the net about me. I can't go nowhere. If anyone have ever seen fish that was caught in a net, you know that they're hopeless. Ain't no place they can go. See, so one needs to stop this bullshit. I mean, honestly, you need to stop it. The Most High is not a joke.
He doesn't play. He will shame you.
Let's keep on.
I am the Lord, and there is none else.
Well, you stopped at
Stopped at 4.
Okay, all right.
There is no God besides me.
See that?
I girded thee. Though thou hast not known me.
Keep on.
That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else.
Now, before she read this last verse, I just want to interject in it, but never mind. Go ahead and read 7. Then I'm going to interject.
I formed the light. I created darkness. I make peace and create war. Evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
See that? He keeps on saying, I am doing all this. Now, I'm going to jump back up at verse 4, and I'm going to read it again, and I want you to just think about this. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. Okay? These are the 2 names that he called. Okay? Look what he says. He says, I have surnamed thee. Now, my question to anybody, if you just stop right there, how can you go above God? How? I mean, we hadn't gotten down into the meat of the lesson yet, but how can you go above God? God says, I have already surnamed
and
Israel.
Just make up a random name.
I have already surnamed Israel. So you know, if you read somewhere else or something, you have to know that what you're reading you don't understand. I mean, that's common sense. I mean, I'm gonna get there, but I'm just asking the question. You see this right in the pages. God says, I've already done it. What else can anybody else do?
And I think what you miss is God does not surname individuals.
It's a family.
He surnames families. So your surname is Israel. Our surname is Israel, but we're known as LD and VCE. But our name, when God calls us, is Israel. He's going to call Israel. He's going to sift Israel. He's not going to lose one of Israel. He didn't say he's not going to lose one of all these different crazy names you have made up of your own.
But just like I said, here it's right in the pages. If one just think about verse 4 and just think about what I have read, something about what I have read don't line up with what I'm seeing now. So apparently,
somewhere
I have to have some misunderstanding in my reading, in my understanding of what I have read somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
See, because you can't go beyond God. You can't. Let's go to Genesis 2. Pull that up for me real quick.
Okay, hold on, I gotta get there.
No, Genesis 1.
Genesis 1?
Yeah. Give me Genesis 1:27. See, because, I always like to go back. And the reason is so that all the listeners, and my brothers and sisters who want to learn and who wants to hear, they get clarity. I'm not a college student. No, I'm not. Far from it. I'm not one that's well educated. Far from it. He picked the dumbest one
he could find.
That
he had.
Now let's read Genesis 1:27. What it says.
So God created man in his own image.
Who did the creating?
God.
Say it again.
So God created man in his own image.
Okay, I'm going to read Isaiah 45, verse 4 again. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I, talking about himself, have surnamed thee. You can't do anything else. You know why? Because Genesis 1:27 said God made your ass. Not you made him.
That's right.
It's right in the pages. I ain't making up. I'm making it simple. See, so you can see that from right here that you don't have the understanding that you think that you have. I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm just putting the Most High out front now. I have to do it this way in order that there won't be any smoke and mirrors. There is no smoke nowhere. This is crystal clear. Oh, you see in Genesis?
Mm-hmm.
Read 27 again.
Let me get back down. There you go. So God created man in his own image.
Okay.
In the image of God created he him.
Okay.
Male and female created he them.
So we see that the Most High did all the creating.
He does everything.
It's plain and simple. Now let's keep on going. Let's go to Isaiah 43, verses 1 and 2. Let's go to.
All right. You said 1 and 2?
Yes, I want 1 and 2. That's all I need.
But now, thus saith the Lord that created thee.
Who?
The Lord that created thee.
So now the Most High have created thee, O Jacob, but then O Jacob can tell the Creator what to do.
Mm-hmm. Or what he's done and gonna do.
That's so far from the truth.
And he that formed thee.
I form you.
O Israel. Fear not. For I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by the made up name you gave yourself.
It's right in the pages.
Oh.
I'm not making this up. And like I say, I'm not very educated, but it is simple. It's right in the pages. I'm not making up anything. If anyone can't see that the Most High says that I name you, it's right in the pages.
I redeemed you, and I have called thee by thy name, by my name.
Israel.
Why would you lose God's name?
Israel. What's right in the pages?
Thou art mine.
You are mine. Not that I belong to you. You belong to me. I'm taking ownership. And then I turn around and give you ownership and let you say that I am your God. But you cannot go above him. You cannot. You're out of line. You're out of step. You're out of sync. One saying that the Most High is talking to them. How can one say such foolishness and then you're out of sync like I mean, it's right in the pages.
I look at some of these things, I go and I see these names pop up. Oh, who I'm talking to? What is this name?
Okay.
You want 2? Let's finish up 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
Read 3:2.
For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Ye Yam Ram Shem Yisa Israel Oya Dilia Baba Boobly Shing Tang Bang Dang. Israel, the name I gave you, your surname.
Yep.
Thy Savior.
I'm your Savior. You can't save yourself. Anybody out there that's saying that they're Hebrew and you doing all this bullshit talking about you can save yourself and everything, you are not Hebrew. God has tricked you. God has fooled your mind. He is the only one that is our Savior. Nobody else. You can't save yourself. You can't make yourself Hebrew. And I'm gonna show you the pages. See, because what one has read, well, I'm gonna say that. Let's keep on going. Let's go to Exodus 4:22. Let's go to Exodus 4:22. See what that says there. I mean, I'm telling you, you got to put the Most High first.
Yeah.
These are not my words.
You got to learn.
I am not making this up.
You have to learn of Him. This is what we told people. A lot of our followers, people who follow a lot of me no more.org and are learning that we bring information and knowledge. We do not bring instruction. We do not tell you to change anything in your life. That's Christianity. People have tried to take the knowledge that they have gained and make it a religion. We are not a religion. We have nothing to do with religion. We are just people living in Egypt. That's all we are. It just so happens, guess what? You are the chosen of the living God.
Yep.
What does that mean? Let me learn everything I can about Him. But you don't do anything. There's no act you can perform. There's no ritual. That's how it became a problem with the young lady that contacted us and said that I told her to decorate her house for Christmas. She's a liar. And I asked her, give me where I told you to do that. And if I did, are you stupid enough to do it? Are you that damn dumb? Don't tell me I told you to do something that I didn't tell you to do. I told you that we used to do that.
Yep.
We used to decorate our house, and we don't do it anymore.
That's right.
If your ass want to decorate your ass, decorate it for Christmas. We don't care, and neither does the living God. There's no act you can perform to prove you are a Hebrew. Whether you got Christmas lights on your house or Christmas lights hanging from your head, don't prove you are a Hebrew or doesn't prove it if you don't do it. My white neighbors don't decorate. They're not Hebrew. Again, like I said, I asked her to tell me where I told her that. All she says is she went and got a cosigner, which don't do no good for you either. That's enough to show me is just two people that don't get the word of the living God, because we never told you to do that. So we're going to get back on this point. You cannot do anything to prove you are a Hebrew.
Nothing.
We can't do anything to prove that we are Hebrews. We live in Egypt. We have to we go to the same grocery stores the Egyptians go to. We go put our gas in our car, the same place the Egyptians go. You think because I got a goddamn t-shirt on that says I am Hebrew, they're going to do anything different for me? I pay the same $5 a gallon everybody else pays.
That's right. Same.
Y'all play this game as if you're separated from anything. You in Egypt, baby. You in hell.
Yep.
And when you in hell, you going to get burned because the Most High God going to see to it.
That's right. That's our punishment. Now let's back up to verse 20.
Verse 20.
Yeah, let's do verse 20 there.
And Moses took his wife and his son and sent them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand.
The rod of God, not his rod, the rod of God. Keep on.
And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which you, Moses, you.
Which I. Because
Moses ain't going down there to prove who he is. He going to prove who God
That's
is.
Right. That's right.
Which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
All right, 22.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son.
That's your name. That's your name. That's your surname. Israel, that's your family name. Keep on.
Even my firstborn.
See that? My firstborn. Keep on.
And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may change his name and come up with a whole bunch of other stuff that had nothing to do with me.
Serve me. Serve me.
That he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son.
See that?
Even thy
See that? The Most High says, I'm going to do all this for who? Israel?
Israel.
You let my son go. If you don't, I'm going to kill yours. And see, this is the same way it's going to be over here. See, because they're not going to want to armor down to the Most High. Moses said, I'm going to kill y'all.
That's right.
I'm going to kill every damn one of you motherfuckers. Yep. Let my son go.
All you confused folks, get prepared.
And see, he's only worried about his son here. He ain't worried about nobody else. Now, Egypt was a place just like America. Egypt is jumping.
Same place.
Boy, you go down to Egypt, boy, you got it made down there.
Baby.
Boy, if I could only make it to America.
That's what they say.
If I could only make it to America, I can have part of the pie. I can have part of that dream. Of the American dream. That's right.
That's what God made this place. He made this place your torture. This is the place where you see everybody around you succeed. Everybody around you become successful.
But you.
Even people that look like you.
But you.
But you get it.
But you.
Because I gave it to you, all this glory, but I took it from you and put it on your enemy, that you may see and be jealous.
That's right.
This is what you used to have. Everybody used to look up to you. They didn't look up to no fucking Bill Gates.
They look up to Israel.
They look up to Israel. Israel had the most expensive, the best, the greatest. But look at you
The
today.
best of the best.
And you think because you change your name and don't decorate your house and don't buy shit for Christmas and do this and do that proves to somebody you are an Hebrew Israelite.
That ain't help you. That ain't help you. You waste your time. I mean, it's good not to decorate your house.
I don't decorate your house. We don't decorate ours.
It's good not to
save on your energy bill.
Celebrate their day, but like I say, if they got something on sale,
why wouldn't you get it? Unless you're stupid.
I can get it for half the price today that I will pay.
But I'm gonna pay full price because I'm gonna prove to somebody I'm a Hebrew.
Why wouldn't you go get it? I mean, you got to have these things, and some of the things are not things that you got to have, but there are some things that a person has to have. Like if your oven went out, like ours went out. Yeah.
And do believe I will be buying mine on sale.
That's right. So these are things that you need to get. Now, if there's some extra things that you want to do, in Ecclesiastes it tells you that a man should eat what? And be merry. Eat and drink and be merry. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. But you're not celebrating no day for Jesus.
And I don't know why after all the knowledge that the Most High has given you, He has taught you that Christianity has stuck itself on everything. None of these things even have anything to do with Christians. But because of where you live at, and most of these people here are fooled by the God that has become the greatest God. There are many gods here, but he is the one that seems to be the greatest one of the deceivers. Y'all think it's all about him. These things are not about him.
All right. Now, we already have did Isaiah 45, and we showed you guys that. Now, we're going to go and do Isaiah 44. And this is where a lot of people misunderstand the scriptures.
Yeah.
Because
you get it if you're Hebrew, though.
Because the Most High, he has to show you what he's talking about. He had to show you. See, just because a person can read, and you guys have been with us anytime, y'all know we can't read.
We don't give a shit about reading.
I can't read, but I tell you what, though, he would give me understanding of
we
what
get understanding. We can look at it and not know one thing we're looking at, and the Most High will give us understanding of it.
But I'm going to break this thing down for you. Come on, let's read.
Where you want to start?
Isaiah 44. Let's begin. We're going to read verse 1 through 5 first, and then we're going to rest for a minute, then we're going to keep on going.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
Okay, who's he talking to?
He's talking to Jacob.
I want you to listen to something. I'm going to tell you something now, okay? This is just like a parent. I have a daughter, and I tell her, okay, Jess, I'm telling you something now. I want you to listen to me, okay? Keep on.
And Israel, whom I have chosen.
These are individuals. This is who he's talking to now, and telling them to listen to him.
All of Jacob, pay attention. I want everybody of Jacob to pay attention. And Israel, you too, listen to me now. I know y'all little gods, but I chose you. You listen to me. Thus saith the Lord.
Are y'all with us? Okay, are you with us?
I hope.
Okay, now let's keep on. We're going to take our time with it now. Keep on.
Thus saith the Lord that made thee.
I made you now. I made you. Okay?
And formed thee from the womb.
I formed you from the womb. Okay?
Which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, who's that? Jezram. Whom I have chosen, another name for Israel.
Right there, okay.
For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty.
That is thirsty, okay.
And floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thine offspring.
Okay, all right. Okay, this is twofold now. I'm talking to you now, and I'm talking to you.
What's to come?
Your seeds down the road. Okay, now first of all, I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 28, 6-8. Now you want to stay right there, you can.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 28, 6-8. Now I want you guys to pay close attention.
You got to know.
Now I'm gonna show you
who you are, where you are, the dispensation of time when you read this word, and the understanding over it, because it doesn't all glump together.
Now we already know where we're going, but I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna start with verse 60. Where am I gonna start with? 62. Okay, look what it says, and ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the God of the Lord thy God. It shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoice over you to do you good and multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and bring you to naught. Now my question to anybody, include myself, I'm up on the curse. I'm Hebrew.
That's right. And not just Hebrew. I'm Israel.
I gotta listen.
Under the curse.
We have a fancy house, but we're still up on the curse. Do you hear me? We're still cursed just like the Bible says. We will always be in need.
Always.
Always be want. Now let's keep on going here. He said, bring it on. And ye shall be plucked off from the earth, from the land, whether thou go to possess it. And they brought our ancestors over here. Mm-hmm. He says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods. We served Jesus over here. We sure did. Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Y'all know it's Jesus. Now let's keep on. He says, and among these nations shall thou find no ease.
None.
And we don't.
None.
No matter what you do,
all
you
these acts y'all performing, trying to make somebody
yesterday's shit
assume that you are a Hebrew. You can't do it, and you don't know what to do.
Neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, but the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. And you guys know it. Just being black, you got a 90% chance of being shot and killed.
But you performing all these acts.
By the white police.
We don't perform acts.
You do.
There's nothing we can do but fear and tremble and hope we make it through the day.
In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were evening. And at eve thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye and me shall be sold unto your enemies.
No power.
Our ancestors were sold.
You have no power.
Levi was sold unto the hands of our enemy. Look what it says here. For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or save you.
That's right.
Now, just because we got two nickels to rub together now, and drive a decent automobile, and we got central heat and central air, that don't mean shit.
Nothing.
You still don't mean shit to your enemy.
That's right.
So we can see through the pages here, ain't very much change. You still being hated.
God has fixed the mind of your enemy to be your enemy. No matter what you come up and tell him, it's not going to change him.
And you can change.
You can change your name. You can change the things you do. You can whatever your acts are that you have chosen. You can change everything you want. If you are, I better stress that.
Yep.
If you are Hebrew.
Things are not going to look up for us, Israel, until Elijah shows up.
You are under this curse.
I'm telling you the truth.
And it's a blessing for those that have left the church.
And I'm only telling you
those that no longer participate in all that bullshit. But that's all it is. You just don't go to, we don't go to church anymore.
We don't have no power.
We have no power.
Right now, even though I'm the high priest, and I communicate with the Most High is only going to do so much.
What he's going to do. That's all he's going to do.
He has protocol. He's not going to go out before Elijah comes.
He's not going to change.
He has to wait. He going look. He does things into our lives, but there's a limit to the things that he's going to do. Because why? He's sending Elijah back.
That's right. He said, "Wait for Elijah."
If he comes back and do everything, then what Elijah is going to do when he comes back?
Not one time has he ever told you to do anything.
He sure didn't.
Even when y'all read, turn from your wicked ways, he was talking to another group of our family, not you.
And just like I said earlier, my Uncle Moses' name was never changed. Never. And I said this in several other videos. My Uncle Moses' name was never changed.
Never changed.
And a Hebrew woman named him Moses. Pharaoh's daughter named him Moses because I drew him from the water.
An Egyptian.
An Egyptian woman named Moses, Pharaoh's daughter. She said because I drew him from the water.
And that's what God called him.
And God called him Moses. He did not call him a Hebrew name.
Or what you think is a Hebrew name.
See, but anyway, we gonna show you. Keep on going.
All right.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. For I will pour waters upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. That's another thing too.
On that seed.
That's another thing too. You think that, well, God has poured his spirit on me. Now there's things I can do.
No. Hold on a minute. Let's go. See, I told you this is twofold. It was dealing with them then, and then I'm speaking in the future too. Okay, now you want to stay right there, and I'm gonna go. Let's go to Jeremiah 31:31. Let's go there. Jeremiah 31:31. Watch it. I'm gonna show you. See, we're talking about he's talking about two different things in one paragraph. Now look what it says here. In Jeremiah 31:31, it says, behold, the day cometh, the Lord, that I will make a covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant I made with their fathers in the days that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant daybreak, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. See that? See that? Now let's read 35. He said, and they shall teach no more man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for the Lord shall for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, said the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. See that?
And remember, y'all, nothing is going to change. Israel's going to have the least and the greatest. It's going to always be, that's God's order. But they're all going to know God from birth. His word will be written in their hearts.
So he have not done this yet. This is a thing in the future. But let's go a little further here. Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go there. Ezekiel. Let's go 36 here. I did a teaching on this way back. I don't know I don't remember the name of the video. But let's read verses 20 down to 28. Look what it says here. It says Ezekiel 36. Okay. Let's look at verse 26. And when they entered unto the heathen, whether they went, they profaned my holy name. Talking about the name of what? Israel. They said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are going forth out of his land. Remember when they took us out of our land over there? And then they settled all the other ones back in there in was it 1947 or 48?
48, I think.
Yeah. But they had took us out of the land a long time. The land was sitting there dormant.
Emptied everybody out and put some new folk in there.
Let's keep on going. He says, therefore said the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord God, I do not this for your sake, O house of Israel, but for my holy name, for the name that I gave you.
For the name I surnamed
you Israel.
That's why I do it.
Okay. He say, which have profaned among the heathen, whether ye went. I will sanctify my great name. My great name. My great name, what? The surname I gave you, Israel. He says here now. I will among the heathen. Okay, 29. I will sanctify my great name, in which ye have profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord God, which I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. See that? This hasn't taken place yet.
And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to prove to someone that you know God, or
this hasn't taken place yet.
God's in you. You can't prove these things.
I will take you from among the heathens and gather you out of all the countries.
Now, stop right there, Watchman. What is it that God is going to do? He said, I'm going to take you out. Well, if this could be done in here.
We're in captivity.
God doesn't do anything inside of Egypt. God doesn't work inside of Egypt. God is not going to make you anything in Egypt but what you are right now, a person in bondage.
Yep.
That's all you are here. So what we tell you when we come to bring you the information that God has brought us, to give you knowledge and understanding, not for you to change anything in your life. You want to change something? Change the channels on your television. But you can't change your life.
Now look what he says in 25. He say, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you.
I. God does all these things, not you.
See, I keep on stressing. When you're doing things on your own, you're out of line.
Very much so.
You and I cannot do anything for ourselves. Nothing. Everything that is in our lives, he has to do it. Now let's keep on going. He says, I shall cleanse you from all your filthiness and from all your idols. Will I cleanse you. See that?
So apparently, even though we told y'all to get rid of all your idols and get rid of all your devils in your house, y'all still got some in there that you don't even know are devils and idols. We may still have some in our home, not even know this thing is a devil or an idol. Because God said, I'm going to clean them things out.
Now let's keep on going. Let's do 26. He says, a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit.
When I take you out,
will I put within.
Not while you're in Egypt.
You.
When I take you out.
And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit within you.
When I take you out.
And cause you. Simplify, make you. I'm going to make you. I'm going to make
when
you.
You're no longer in Egypt.
Walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgment.
When you are no longer in Egypt.
And do them. See that? I'm going to make you do it. You can't do it on your own. You can try, but you can't. I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to cause.
God will shame you to death. I have seen people in outfits that make me literally laugh. I mean, a hard laugh. Because they're wearing clothing that they think it makes them look like they're a Hebrew.
Waste of time and money.
I'm going, where would you even know what an outfit looked like? There's not a depiction of Israel anywhere on this planet in their clothing that they wore in their land.
Everything that's been tainted, even these shirts we got on, it's been tainted.
Everything is tainted.
With the enemy.
You are in Egypt.
That's why he says, I'm going to clean you.
And I got to take you out of there.
Look what he says in, let's read 28. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave unto your father.
Not in Egypt. Why can't you just stay here and do all that stuff?
Not this land. Huh? It's right in the pages. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God.
Well, now.
Right in the pages. I ain't making this up. And like I say, I bring you guys the truth. I'm not telling you how I feel. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But if your feelings get hurt, so be it.
So be it.
I'm bringing the truth. I mean, I have to bring the truth.
God is trying to help you.
And
He is trying to help you.
I won't bring anything else but the truth.
But this is how he does it. He doesn't come to you. He's not coming to you. This is the way he has designed for you to get it.
Now let's look at one more here real quick. I'm gonna look at Isaiah 59, and then you stay right there.
Okay.
You stay right there because you got to finish that. We got to finish that. Let's look at Isaiah 59, and you stay right there because we got to straighten that out. Isaiah 59. That's what I want. Yeah. Now let's look at verse 21. Isaiah 59, verse 21. It says, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord.
That's right.
From henceforth and forever.
Thank you.
That hadn't came yet, but it's coming. It's coming. The Lord said He's gonna put it. See, when He put His word in you, He's gonna cause you to keep His word. That's right.
And all this came what? When I take you out.
That's right. Now let's go back here and let's look at what you had there. Okay. Now we had okay, when Isaiah 44. 44. Let me get there. Isaiah 44. All right. Now let's read now.
And they shall spring up as among the grass.
Now look what he's talking about. Now remember the latter part of verse 3. He's talking about his seed, huh? Talking about his seed. I'm gonna bless your seed. Now you and your seed. My blessing is gonna be upon you and your seed. He didn't mention nobody else.
Nobody else.
Keep on.
As willows by the water course. One shall say.
Who?
One shall say.
Can anybody tell me who that one is? No, I don't, because it's damn sure not his seed.
It's not his seed. He's telling you now.
He's telling you
how these others are going to spring up. Somebody else going to
spring up, and then they going to come. Keep on.
One shall say. I am the Lord. We get it all the time.
One can say all day long. One can say all day long.
They tell us all the time who they are.
But he have told you that I'm going to bless you and your seed. Keep on.
And another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
Call himself.
Look at them white.
Not that he is of
whatever's Jacob. Over there in that land calling themselves Jacob.
Not that he is of Jacob, but he said one shall call.
They call themselves of Jacob.
My name is LD. Do I have to go around calling myself and then tell them, hey,
my name's LD.
I know who I am. And I just showed you guys that the Most High told Jacob and Israel, I have already surnamed you.
You've been surnamed. You got your surname.
That's already cut and dry.
But this is what other folks is going to do.
It's already have been cut and dry. I have already surnamed you already. Keep on.
And another shall subscribe with his hand.
Another shall write with his hand.
Unto the Lord. Huh? New International, the King of something something Bible, the Peoples of something Choice Bible, the T.D. Jakes Bible, all of them.
I mean, can't you guys see this? This here is not Israel. These are people that are trying to get in. Keep on.
And surname himself by the name of Israel.
How can he surname himself by the name of Israel? And the Most High says, I already surname you.
Putting Israel in a name that don't make no sense. And then you stick Israel in it.
Question I asked before. How can anyone go above the Most High? The Most High says, I already surname you.
You've been surnamed.
Now,
we don't surname ourselves.
Here's some motherfucker down here saying that I'm going to surname my own self.
I'm going to be a part of Jacob.
Write it with my own hand.
I'm going to put it in writing.
Ain't going to happen. But look what the Most High says.
Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel.
Of who?
The King of surnamed Israel.
No, he's not. He's not the king of these people in verse 5. No, he's not. Keep on.
And his Redeemer.
He said, I redeem Israel.
The Lord of hosts.
Not the one that surnamed himself.
I am the Redeemer of Israel.
That he is Israel.
His is Israel. And his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. That's who our Redeemer is.
That's right.
I am the first, and I am the last.
Yes.
And besides me, there is no God.
Ain't nobody else. Now, let's jump down for time's sake. I want to jump down to in 44. Let's just keep on reading. Read on down to verse 11.
And who, as I shall call and shall declare it and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient.
I told you right in the pages. Can't nobody go before the Most High.
Born today, and you got nerve to call yourself doing something.
Listen, you can't do anything against the Most High. The Most High say, who in the hell can you get? that can go back and then say what I'm saying since ancient time. I'm the one else back there. Nobody else. You and I can't do a damn thing about nothing.
Can't do nothing. We are powerless people.
Let's keep on now.
And the things that are coming. And shall come.
Who? Nobody but me. I'm the only one. Ain't nobody else. So if I, not if, but the most I said, I know all this stuff from ancient time. What's going to pass, what has happened in the past, and what's going to come about. How can you do anything? I'm asking the question, how can you or I do anything about anything?
Okay.
Keep on.
Let them show unto them. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time? So don't matter who rises up and try to make claim. Don't matter who tries to call theyself. Don't matter what acts they perform. Don't look at those things. Don't listen to people who say they don't do this and don't do that, and they go here and they don't go there. Don't pay those people any attention.
Most I say, I've been doing this thing. All along. Nobody but me. So one cannot change nothing. You can try, but you can't. I mean, why would you change a name that the Most High have given you?
You've been carrying this name.
Why would you want to change that?
Life. The whole time God has sat on his throne, you've carried this name. And now you want to change it.
If you Hebrew, Israel is all in your damn DNA. That will never change.
A name don't do anything.
It's your DNA.
No name.
Like I say, my uncle name never changed, but in his DNA, he was Hebrew all day long.
Through and through.
As a matter of fact, he was of the house of Levi. Sure was. So name doesn't mean shit. It's your bloodline.
That's right. It's all about the bloodline.
It's that DNA.
And no matter what I do in Egypt, my bloodline sanctifies me to be the chosen of the living.
That's right. It's your bloodline.
I don't perform no acts.
I am not trying to change my name. I ain't trying to change shit. Look, I have had guys from different parts of this country here come on our page talking about my head being bald and wigs and my beard and all kind of bullshit. I mean, stupid motherfuckers. And then they got these people that they're teaching this dumbass bullshit to, and the people are oblivious to the truth. They even got them coming. Where's your beard? What motherfucker? You got Caucasian walking around with beards that are thicker than a black man. Is he Hebrew? Why you not fucking with him?
And then
because you're stupid.
Nothing. Y'all listen to folk just because they got a beard don't mean they have any understanding. Because
sure don't.
From what I'm understanding and getting, they don't know anything.
They don't know shit.
And we know for a fact, a positive fact, God ain't talking to them. They're trying to take this word and read it, and they think they have an understanding.
Listen,
you can be Shasquash.
When I
that
go back
don't make
home,
you be Hebrew.
When I go back home, when the Most I take us back home, if my hair grows and it grows back, that's fine.
Isaiah's wasn't. He was bald headed.
And if it doesn't,
he was a prophet.
And if it do grow back, that's still fine. Okay, because there were bald head prophets. As a matter of fact, priests too.
Thank you.
Sure was. Elijah was prophet and priest. Sure was.
They was mocking him because he was bald headed.
Do you guys not know that Elijah went down through the pages of history here, anointing people to be prophets, anointing people to be kings? Yes. Only Levi can do that. That's right. That's why Samuel went down there and anointed David. Because why? He was a priest.
Priest had to anoint him. Even though he was going to be king, a priest had to
anoint him. He was a priest, a high priest at that. Y'all remember when he was laying down sleep and he went to Eli? His mama was Hannah. We talked about that last week. He was a priest. See, so One has to understand. I mean, but they just go by. They just read bits and pieces here and there, and then they think they know something, and then they take up and start running like a damn quarter horse, running a damn half-mile track. I mean, just like a bullet out of a gun barrel, running and don't know.
They read it
and don't have any fucking direction at
no understanding
at
of
all.
what they have read.
Just going and doesn't have any direction.
And we keep telling you here at loudermenomore.org, wait on God. We don't know. I mean, he didn't even come and visit one time. So we tell y'all, there's other videos. Go watch them.
Yeah.
He may not come. He come when he wants to. This is his program, not ours. So, but if you have yet come across a scripture that you don't understand, wait. Maybe God will explain it. That don't mean we're going to explain it.
Yeah.
We may not even know what it means because he may not have explained it to us. If he had, we would have brought it to you.
And the thing about it is, we say it all the time. We are the two dumbest people that he picked. He has to show it to us before we can teach it. I'm not going to get up and then say, well, okay, I'm just going to start teaching shit. No, that's not how it goes. I'm so afraid because you know why? He said he will shame you.
He'll shame you.
He will get you in front of a camera and make a damn fool out of you.
And boy, has he been shaming us.
You will look just like a circus. But anyway, you guys finish reading this. Right now. I want you guys to read on down to verse 11 there. If not, if you want to read the whole chapter, in your spare time, fine. Now let's go a little further here. I want you to go to Lamentation 3. Let's go to Lamentation 3. Let's see, can I find it here real quick? Lamentation 3. You get there before I do. You just go ahead on and I'll catch up with you.
You want
Lamentation chapter 3. I want you to read verses 36 and 37. You read that. Read that for him.
36 and 37.
Yeah, read that. Read that for me.
Oh, here it is.
And I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes because that's where we're going next.
To subvert a man in his cause, the Lord approveth not. Whom is he that saith, and it cometh to pass?
Listen closely now.
When the Lord commandeth it not.
See that? So anytime anybody goes off in rabbit trails, you know what I mean, doing all kind of things, all you're doing is digging a hole for yourself. It's not going to amount to anything because the Most High has not ordained it. That's why I say all the time, I don't search the web like the Rib does. She be on the internet all the time and stuff like that, but I don't really be on there a whole lot. But there are so many things out there that people are teaching, so many wrong things, and they think that they're on track. They really do. And see, they are doing things because they feel that they have the ability, to pronounce words and to read fluently, and they got their thesis and they got this and that. Listen, the Most High can change words anytime He get ready. I have been reading my Bible, and the Most High flip.
I don't search the web for teachings. What they put on Facebook, I look words. At. If they put it on Facebook, I see it.
He will change scriptures and rearrange them on the page right before my eyes. And then show me how to read it. Then put it back in order. Now you tell me that ain't no booga booga shit. No, this is technology beyond our comprehension. He's changing verses on the page right before my eyes. Move them around, flip them, and then put them right back. That's a secret. And guess what? He showed it to me. But will he show it to somebody else? No, he won't. Because it was a secret. He showed it to me. And then I shared with you guys. That's how he rolls. And I showed it to many. I did this video. I think it was on Isaiah chapter 11. I think that was the chapter. But anyway, a lot of readers, when they seen it and how I showed it to them, they contacted back. Man, now I see exactly what you're saying. It makes all sense in the world now. Yeah, it does now. But all before, it made sense to those that had reversed the scriptures to make it fit their little plan and shit. So all the ones that read, oh yeah, it is. It's talking about Jesus, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. But the Most High had to show it to you. Now let's keep on now. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Let's read verses. I did want to go down to 15, but well, let's go down to 15. Let's read it all. Let's read from verses 1 down to 15. Now, my brothers and sisters, I want you guys to listen to the reading. Think about it. That's all I want to do. Just think about it. And this thing will come alive in you.
Well, you want to start what?
Start verse 1.
To everything there is a season.
There's a season now.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Mm-hmm.
A time to be born. A time to die. A time to plant. And a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill. A time to heal. A time to break down. And a time to build up. A time to weep. And a time to laugh. A time to mourn. And a time to dance.
Okay.
A time to cast away stones. And a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace.
This is a season. This is a season. There's a season when what? He uses one individual. And once the individual goes off the scene, he uses another one. It's right in the page. I'm not making up anything. If only a person could understand this. Keep on.
And a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get. And a time to lose. A time to keep. And a time to cast away. A time to rend. And a time to sow. A time to keep silent. And a time to speak. A time to love. And a time to hate.
All right.
A time of war. And a time of peace.
Keep on.
What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to his sons of men to be exercised in it.
Okay.
He hath made everything beautiful in his time.
Okay, all right, okay.
Also, he hath set the world in their heart. So that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
You can't figure it out. You cannot figure it out. You may as well stop wasting your time. You just wasting your time.
What does this mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Explain this. Explain that. That's not what we do here.
Keep on.
I know that there is no God in them.
No good.
No good in them. But for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. And also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor.
All right.
It is the gift of God.
See that?
I know that whatsoever God doeth.
Listen. Now listen closer.
It shall be forever.
Your name is Israel. That's your name. That's your name. Your name is Israel. That's your name forever. So you can change it all you want to. You're just going against the Most High. Your name is Israel if you are Israel.
That's right.
What God does, it doesn't change. It's forever. Let's keep on.
Nothing.
Say it again.
Nothing can be put to it. Don't add nothing else
See
to
that?
it. Don't put all them extra things to Israel.
See that?
Can't do it.
Keep on.
Nor anything taken from it.
See that? It's always going to be Israel. Always. Keep on.
And God doeth it that man should fear before him.
Okay. Now read 15.
That which hath been is now.
See that? See that? Listen, let me tell y'all something. This life that we're living now, this is not the first rodeo. I want y'all to know that. Mm-hmm. This is not the first rodeo.
No.
Okay? This here has happened before. All right? Let me give you a little flashback. We're in the book of Ecclesiastes. There is nothing N-E-W under the sun. Most of y'all know that scripture by heart. So if it's not new, that means that it's already had what? Transpired. It's nothing new. Nothing new. Now let's keep on now.
Already been, and God required that which is past.
See that? I told you. We going to the past. Ain't going there. No. We going right back like we used to be. Right back. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why all these false promises, people saying this bullshit on the, on the internet and in different places. Back. Listen, it's right in the pages. If you don't want to believe me, just believe the Most High then. Believe him. You ain't got to believe me. Believe him. Believe the Most High. At least if you believe him, you can't go wrong. You will not go wrong. I believe him, and I'm telling you what he said. Mm-hmm. So I know I can't go wrong either. So none of us can go wrong if we believe the Most High. Be just like two peas in a pot. That's right. Now, let's move a little further here. We got one more. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 8. We're going to read 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. Let's start at verse 1.
Yeah, let's read that.
Who is as the wise man?
Uh-huh.
And who knoweth the interpretations of a thing?
Uh-huh.
A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine.
Uh-huh.
And the baldness of his face shall be changed. The boldness of his face shall be changed. Bald. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandments, and that in regard of the oath of God, be not hasty to go out of his sight. Stand not in the evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleaseth him.
Okay, all right. Now let's go on 4.
Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou?
We'll stop right there. We'll stop right there for the night. Now, y'all see what I'm saying? You cannot go above
God.
The Most High. Whatever the Most High says, that's the way it is. Now, we're going to read one more. Let's do Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55:11. See, now, it says right there, can't nobody tell a king what to do? And the Most High is the King of Israel. That's what he said.
King of Kings, too.
That's what he said. King of Kings. Okay, so I did say Isaiah 55, didn't we? Let's do that. Let's do verse 11. And this going to seal the deal right here. Okay. All right, Isaiah 55, let's do 11.
So shall my word.
My word.
Be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent.
See that? The Most High get pleasure out of all the words that come out of his mouth. Whether they be evil against you, or whether they be good.
That's right.
He says, I am enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah.
Right in the pages.
His pleasure.
So my brothers and sisters, We hear a lot of media, daughter. We wish that this had been a very, very informative teaching. And we thank the Most High for allowing us to come into your home.
Yes, we do.
We thank the Most High for all you guys. We love you guys. That's why we work diligently every week, to try to make sure that we bring the word of the Most High. But when the Most High doesn't show up, then we don't show up. I promise you guys, I ain't saying nothing. If he hadn't told me, I ain't telling you nothing. So if there's a time like the other time when he didn't bring us anything, then I ain't saying nothing. Just go back and watch some more videos. We can communicate, back and forth, but I ain't giving no message. The message has already been given. Just go back and watch some videos. You have anything you want to say?
No, I just make sure that it's clarified up for those that if you come here and we lead you through this word and you get confused, I wouldn't share that. Just keep learning, keep listening, and keep trying to grow because it's not confusing for Israel. It's not difficult. Maybe you need to go to Lie to Me No More on Facebook and read the comments and see what people say and see how easy it is for them to understand what is brought forth through this word.
The Most High doesn't change, and like one had posted, y'all ain't the only one. Well, one thing is certain that I know that the Most High called me, and I do know that the Most High only deals with one individual in every dispensation of time.
That's how you go.
So one can say what he want to say. I mean, like I said in one other video. If the whole world believes it to be a lie and it's a lie, then that's the whole world believing a lie.
We ain't.
But if
we be the only two,
nobody that believes the truth, that still doesn't make it not the truth. It's still the truth. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close out tonight, my brothers and sisters. But we wish you guys a happy Sabbath, and we want you guys to come back on our next Sabbath. Until then, my brothers and sisters, shalom.